Charlie Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated. But I'm overwhelmed seeing the flags of the United States of America at half-staff, calling this nation to honor and venerate a man who was an unapologetic racist and spent all of his life sowing seeds of division and hate into this land. And hearing people with selective rage who were mad about Charlie Kirk but didn't give a damn about Melissa Hortman and her husband when they were shot down in their home tell me I ought to have compassion for the death of a man who had no respect for my own life. I am sorry, but there's nowhere in Bible where we are taught to honor evil. And how you die does not redeem how you lived. You do not become a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life. I can abhor the violence that took your life, but I don't have to celebrate how you chose to live.
Have you thought about the fact that this week in Utah, a white Christian got killed by a white Christian? And then the next day, HBCUs were under threat. Now, how did we get in it?
Why are y'all so angry? You have the White House, you have both houses of Congress, you have a Supreme Court that is completely obedient to your president. They're willing to give him unlimited power. They're willing to say that he can take SEAL Team 6 and kill anybody he wants. They were willing to affirm that. They're willing to say that ICE can racially profile anybody they want. The United States Supreme Court has said you can racially profile Latinos based on their accent or the way they look. You guys have everything you want. You have legal racial profiling. You've ended DEI. You've ended affirmative action. You get all the best jobs even if you're not qualified. You can be a Fox Weekend host and be the Defense Department's Secretary of Defense. You can be Kash Patel and be a podcaster who wants to go to Valhalla and run the FBI as long as you're conservative. You have everything. Why are y'all so angry? What the fuck are you angry about? You've banned all of our books. You've banned Black history. You banned the 1619 Project. You don't have to compete with women for jobs. You've chased them out of the military. You've chased them out of the senior positions in the Department of Defense. You've gotten rid of all the Black history in the museums. Museums are terrified. I have contacts that I'm talking to inside of the Interior Department, people who are running all of those spaces where you can go and see a Civil War memorial or something. The people who work in these places are terrified. They're afraid to tell the real history. The people who are working for the federal government are afraid to say the word Black. You guys have canceled Black scholarships. You're damn near, I guess, ready to get rid of HBCUs. Donald Trump just recently said they're not going to fund any minority serving institution. Y'all have gotten rid of that. You've gotten rid of help for Black kids to go to college. What more do you want?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, since the death of Charlie Kirk, a lot of things it is really happening in America, and also majority of white folks, they couldn't believe that the person who unalive Charlie Kirk, it is not a Black person, it is not an immigrant person, it is not people of the color. But they came out and find out that the person who really unalive Charlie Kirk, it is their fellow person. It is a white person, and also he is an American. He's not an immigrant. He is an American. So because of that, you have been seeing white folks, they have been coming out and they are really sending a threat message towards Black people. They are threatening Black people. They are saying that they are going to start a war with Black person. But you know what? Black people, they are not just sitting down and being intimidated. So right now we are seeing that Black Americans clap back at white folks over the blames after Charlie Kirk death. So kindly guys, I want you to watch this video till the end, then I'll be back with more comment. All credits goes to the original creator of the video. I'm your host, Dash Lifestyle.
Right before Charlie Kirk got popped, someone asked him, "Do you know how many mass shootings have happened in America in the past 10 years? He replied, "Counting or not counting gang violence." Then pop, he was about to shift the blame for mass shootings on us. And now for some reason, 8 historically black colleges and universities are under threat. Campus lockdowns and all. All this because Charlie got popped in Utah, where the black population is 1.2%? What is it about whiteness that y'all can never blame yourselves? How did you come to the conclusion that you are as sinless as Christ himself? And now they want to put a statue of Lil Charlie in the US Capitol, comparing him to the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Do you know what school Lil Charlie went to? That would give him the authority to speak on religion, to speak on race, to speak on politics. No, you don't. Because Lil Charlie dropped out of Harper College in Chicago. His first claim to fame was stopping a price increase on cookies at his high school. You can't make this up. Then he wrote an article for Breitbart, alleging liberal bias in textbooks. That affirmative actioned him in appearance on Fox Business. This is your king? Because the only one I know is Dr. King. PhD in systematic theology from Boston University. The one who wrote 5 books, who electrified the masses, and didn't have to cut his speeches into clips to do so. See, what y'all not gonna do is conflate these two legacies. Because Dr. King challenged America to live up to the democracy it claimed to be. Lil Charlie, he just repeated fascism, Christian fundamentalism, without critical thinking, might I add, misogyny, really anything that got him paid. America, not only are we not your scapegoat, you really don't even deserve to live in our shadows.
See, what we're not gonna fucking do is this. What we're not going to fucking do is compare these two individuals. There's literally nothing that they have in common. Try to find any excuse you can possibly find to say that Charlie Kirk, for whatever reason, was for the people. Okay? He was for his own opinions. Okay? He was for his own ego, and that ego got ahead of itself and jumped out of line when he realized he was too late. I'm just being realistic. Have you ever wondered why Malcolm, right, doesn't have a holiday, but Martin Luther does? And although Martin Luther was a great activist in himself, when he got out of line and started actually talking about another specific situation that's once again in the Middle East involving one specific fucking group like it always does. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because if you watched the Charlie Kirk show just a couple of nights ago, you could see that he was questioning the narrative while talking to Ben Shapiro out of everybody. And did you see Ben's face? Because we should all know who Ben is by now. But see, that's one of the mentors, right? That's one of the ones that you can't touch. There's a lot of people that were like that. I really thought Charlie was one of those individuals. But see, that's exactly what happens when you're young and you start talking about politics, and then you get to a point of where you have so much influence that you have no idea what to do with. Just like Harry and a couple of others, but then again, there's two sides to the same exact coin, okay? It involves both sides. And what happened to Charlie Kirk is the result of pure division. And I'm sorry, but one of those individuals in the photo deserves empathy. And I'm sure you're aware of which one that is. Charlie is literally an advocate for trying to convince people that empathy is this weakness, or empathy doesn't even fucking exist. Who says some shit like that? I mean, I can sit here with you and provide, I don't know, thousands of hours of evidence of why this man would receive some sort of karma. And I'm sorry, but he just doesn't deserve to be brought up in the same exact conversation.
So why are they protesting and saying white man fight back? Wasn't the shooter a white man, a 22-year-old white man that they're saying is the shooter? So what exactly, who are they fighting? Themselves? No, like for real. Like, who are they fighting? They've been fighting all of us for years. They hate us. They hate all the minorities. They hate the gays. They hate Jews. They hate all of us. They hate Christians. They hate everybody. But who are they fighting back now? If they're saying that another one of them shot Charlie Kirk. And then why did the HBCUs have to be shut down and they couldn't go to class because they were getting threats? What does that have to do with black people? I'm trying to figure out how Charlie Kirk getting assassinated or murdered by another white man have to do with anybody at all, especially black people? Oh, are you mad because black people don't feel sympathy or empathy because he was killed? Is that what it is? Listen, there's people across the board that didn't feel no kind of way because he died. I'm not one of them people. I'm really not. As a believer, I don't celebrate death. But I do understand consequences to our actions, our words, our actions, things like that. Stuff happens. It is what it is. Did he deserve to die? No. But at the end of the day, what are these white men fighting back for? No, like, seriously, who are they fighting? Because now it's more of a race war, and it has nothing to do with us. They were looking for any excuse whatsoever to stir the pot. And now they're using the death of Charlie Kirk, who was shot by another white man, to now target us, minorities, women, whoever else they want to target that basically don't look like them. Welcome to America. Ain't nothing changed.
So a white man unalives another white man. This is a case of white on white crime. And somehow there are bomb threats sent to HBCUs. How does this happen? Let me tell you how it happens. White folks look for any and every reason to blame any and everything on anyone non-white. How many times have these same individuals, when a young black person, a young brown person passes, when they're unalived unjustly, when they're abused, when any community that's non-white is abused and oppressed in this country, how many times have they looked down, oh, another one of them died? Oh, well, back to work. Who cares? How many times have they gaslit, trolled? How many times have they done this? But the moment it's them, all of a sudden they can't take it. Oh, you guys are making fun of his, you guys need to feel compassionate and empathetic. You guys need to care. He had so what? Did he consider everybody else's family when he was disrespecting everybody else's community? We talking about a grade A piece of shit. I don't give a damn about you motherfucking, all you white folks on these social media apps talking about, oh man, I met him. He was a nice guy. Oh, well, he just liked to debate. Oh, well, it's just a conversation. Oh, well, it's okay. You didn't have to agree with everything. It's not about the fact that he debates. There is right and wrong. There is right and wrong. Everything that we say, black folks, Hispanic folks, Native Americans, everything that we say that sounds like disrespect to white people, it is in response to the disrespect that we have received since day one in this motherfucking corrupt ass country. The truth of the matter is you white folks is hypocrites. You're contradictory hypocrites. You like to poke and prod the damn bear, and the moment it's you, now you complaining, now you're Karens. You're trying to find out, oh, well, he didn't feel empathetic towards his death, so now I'm going to find a way to find out where he work and get him fired. Man, look, you are soft. All of you sitting up here, you mad because anybody non-white that don't feel empathetic or compassionate about this man's unaliving. Yeah, motherfucker, what the fuck you expect? He built an entire career off disrespecting people of color, off of disrespecting melanated people, being homophobic. Again, this is common sense. 1 + 1 still equal 2, right? There is right and wrong. You cannot dictate someone's response to your disrespect. That is where white folks fail over and over and over again. If you have not done nothing to me and I now come and disrespect you and smack you in your face, I cannot now then say, oh, well, you can't smack me back. You're wrong if you smack me back. This is why I think all you motherfucking moon demons, you motherfuckers is really remedial and slow and special educated, because it doesn't make sense how you can sit up here and take your tragedy, something you consider a tragedy, while I'm celebrating. You know, we smoking packs over here. We doing all of that. I don't care how you feel about it. Your tragedy, and then you turn it into a situation that it ain't. You're sending bomb threats to HBCUs for what? But okay, let's go there. If you have an HBCU in your city and you are black, brown, you are not a racist, you better do something. This is not the time for the kumbaya. This is not the time for the motherfucking cease and desist. This is not the time for you to just, oh, well, I gotta go to work. No, fuck that. You better not sit up here and let black and brown people suffer for some white on white bullshit ass crime. I don't care if I have to make a video every fucking day. I don't care if I have to show up to every HBCU myself and drive to these motherfuckers. It better be you motherfuckers out there. We have to protect each other. Do you not see what's going on here? It is clear as day. They looking for a reason to put your ass back in chains. They looking for a reason to bring back slavery. They looking for a reason for all you non-racist white folks that claim to not be with the Klan and all that type of shit. Stop trying to convince us that you're not with the Klan. Go do something about the portion of your community that contributes to all this bullshit. Stop talking to us. I don't want to hear your 10,000 reasons as to why we should unite together with white folks. No, that has never done anything for us, but get us exactly where we are. More divided than we've ever been.
This one's for the Christians, If you're not a Christian, we love you, but this one's not for you. So Charlie Kirk has been murdered, and there's been a lot of discourse over the last day about it. And one thing that I want to add to the conversation as a Christian, as a therapist, is that we can hold multiple truths at one time. Let's take it from the top. Him being murdered was wrong. Anyone being murdered is wrong. We can hold that. Having compassion for a person's wife and their child because they were murdered is there. We can experience that. We can live that out. We can pray for them. Even reflecting on our own experience. What if it were me? We can live that out. And at the same time, we can hold the truth that a person communicated what is perceived as violent and extremely harmful speech and rhetoric towards populations of people. That some of the things as a black man that Charlie Kirk has said makes me less safe, makes my family less safe, makes people that I care about less safe. And so me personally, I have found that in this entire moment that I am neither hot nor cold, that I am numb and trying to figure out how do I wade through these waters. And so how do I wade through them? I take it back to God. I take it back to God because he calls me to have compassion, but it's hard to have compassion. It's hard to be compassionate towards a person, an enemy that I have perceived is actively working against me, against people that look like me for merely existing and merely having the imago Dei that you, Lord, have given me. That's hard. It's hard work. It's hard to ask the Lord, why do you call me to compassion? Why do you call me to love when people don't act loving? That's hard work. That's hard work. Jesus modeled it for us, but I am yet a human. It's hard work, but that's what I'm called to do. And so I have had to wrestle with what does that look like, Lord? What is it? How do I do what you've called me to do? And I'm experiencing real human emotions, numbness to the situation, and have already had a pre-thought about this person, about what they stand for, about what they spew. How do I do that? And I truly think it's okay that I am wrestling with this. And so if you find yourself wrestling with it, it's okay. The key is to give it to the Lord.
White men fight back. White men fight back. Here's what I don't understand. I'm looking at this rally where they're honoring Charles Kirk.
White men fight back! White men fight back! White men fight back!
I'm trying to understand that. White men fight back against what? Black people didn't have anything to do with this. White men fight back. First of all, what happened to him was horrible, but what does white men fight back mean? I think it was a white man that did this whole thing. So what are you saying white men fight back? Time to blame black people for what? This shit happened in Utah. There were no black people around. I've been to Utah. Not a lot of black people there, so I don't know where they're getting this chant from. White men fight back. What are you fighting back against yourself? All of a sudden, black people are being blamed for what? Now HBCUs have to close their campuses because of threats. Of what? Threats of what? Why are you f***ing with black people? What did black people have anything to do with this Utah shit? All of a sudden, you conjure up black people. It's always black people are in danger. HBCU campuses are closing because they didn't do a motherfucking thing. That makes no sense to me. We're in danger now because we didn't do nothing. We're always in danger. It's always black people. Black people this, black people that. We're minding our business. And there are actually black people that are mourning Charles Kirk. They're like, this is horrible, this is sad. They feel bad for his family, that he has 2 kids and a wife. And they had to see that. But all of a sudden, it's white men fight back.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how black people, they have come out and send a response towards these white folks, because right now it seems like the white folks, they really want to bring fight with black people, because these people, first of all, they were praying so hard for so that when the person who shot Charlie Kirk to be found as a black people, they were really imagine we are praying not the person just to be found out, but if that person can be found, it needs to be a black person or immigrant person. So this is the prayer that these people, they were praying. But who is God? God came out and showed them that the person who did this, it is not an immigrant person, is not a people of the color, is not a black person, but it is your own people who did that. But these people, they are not contented. These people, they are now finding any reason just to bring a war to the black people. They really want to fight black person, but black people, they have come out and clap backs over their blame. So these people, they need to stop blaming black people, because black people, they are minding their own businesses. Black people, they are not concerning with what it is happening to them. That it is their fight, and black people, they are out of that fight. So what I want to read some of the comment here and see what black people, they have come out and say. So this one is saying that black unity is our only option. Moving forward is urgent. Let me just read it once again. Black unity is our only option moving forward. It's urgent AF to log off link up fellowship. So this one is saying that a black unity, it is only our option moving forward. So right now, black people, we are now coming together, we are now uniting. So just know that black people, they are uniting, they are now coming together. That it is the only thing that we are concentrating right now, to bringing our people together. So this one saying that pissed me off that the NFL had a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. Yeah, so this one is saying that their anger has nothing to do with that that man's unaliving. They are mad because black are on their way to the top and they can't stand it. So don't allow these people to make you feel some kind of way. Yeah, so these people, this one is saying that everything my brother in all black said was all fact. Yeah, so this one is saying that they read a black student attending Delta State University in Mississippi was found hanging from a tree just a few days after the Kirk shooting. He was found with broken arms and several wounds, yet it was ruled as suicidal. Yeah, so this one saying that the sermon at the beginning was on point. This one saying that welcome to shitland and and ain't nothing changed but time. Yeah, so this one is saying that welcome to shitland, that it is America. So this one saying that this is the old terms health and rage had nothing to do with us. When he heightened rage is targeting up period. So this one is saying that black people of color unite in the United States. That's knowledgeable about what's going on with the white racist. Unite to work with getting white supremacy out of your life. Death is inevitable for everyone, but when it comes to those who are against you and you have done nothing to them, amen. So this one is saying that black people, we need to unite and come together just to protect ourselves, because these people, they are now finding any reason to bring a fight with black person. So I'm imagining if the person who unalive Charlie Kirk will be found as a black person, you can see how the black people, they are being they will be going through in America right now. So this one is saying that they are angry because they lack God-given joy, which is not dependent upon external factors like wealth, health, or relationship. Yeah, so this one is saying that how did everybody act when George Floyd was killed? The ones on the other side. Yeah, so you guys, you know what happened when George Floyd was killed. So this one saying that I have no compassion. He continued to knock on hell's door and the devil eventually answered. Yeah, so this one is saying that he's absolutely correct. I don't know why they are so angry. Hopefully they will tell us. Another one is saying that the truth, the reality, the entire Republic administration don't give a AF about us. Yeah, so this was saying that anger works for them. They are scary when they are angry. Yeah, so this one saying that the world is watching. Yeah, exactly. Right now, what it is happening in America, the whole world, it is watching. So this one saying that the US has really become the national socialist state of America. Banning this, banning that, only dictatorship do that. Historically, black university being targeted over the killing of fascist, even though the shooter wasn't a black, unbelievable. So this one is saying that Joy Reid is Congolese American. She does not speak for Foundation Black American. We have our own history museums. Yeah, so this one is saying that let me just read this one for you. This one is saying that they are angry cause they can't get us back into a subservient position and are doing all their work for them. Don't they say misery love company? They are miserable, and so they don't want nobody else to be happy. So this one said that because we are God children. This one saying that I had to come back as a white European. I would off myself because wouldn't want neither in my DNA. Hell they have for hair or for hair. So this one is saying that let me just read this one for you. This one said that it's like the young guy said and Godfrey said they are looking for a reason to have a race war. This is not a myth or cap. Stay focused, my brother and sister, not to fall for the trick and games they are trying to provoke. Yeah, so these people, they want to bring fight. So black people, you should stay focused. You should not fall into their trap. So this one is saying that if any kind of government commit tyranny, it is subjected to impeachment. Yeah, so this one saying that let me just say, how did we get in this situation? I am confused. Maybe because they know Charlie was racist, but we didn't want to kill him over his hatred for us. Hell, we just are trying to pay bills and not get murdered by the police. Yeah, so this one saying that it's much of the usual. If they are racist, they are most likely extremely stupid. So this one saying that you can't fix stupid. This one saying that also Donald Trump are definitely trying to turn and change US to modern day slavery. So this one is saying that the one thing they haven't gotten rid of is their selves of our land. Yeah, so let me just say, let me read this one. So this one saying that those people are crazy. They said it's free speech when Charlie claimed black are uneducated and criminals. However, any comment that reflects Charlie for the person he was instead of glorification of his death, isn't it a free speech? Yeah, so these people right now we have been seeing, they are firing people who are celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. But when Charlie Kirk is coming out and spreading racist message, they feel like it is okay. But when people they are sharing their views negatively about Charlie Kirk, they feel like this one it is not acceptable. So this one it is not a free speech. So kindly guys, I want you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like this video, share, and also comment. Share your views. I'll be reading it in my next video. Thank you so much guys. See you on my next one. Bye bye.